Hello, everyone. Hello, Professor. This is Group Extra Ed, and we're here to present our secondary research on the same company. I have with me my group, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to implement everything we learned so far in class into a real world organization to dig deeper into it. So, here we go. First, we have our agenda for today for our meeting. We're going to be discussing about the company inside out. We're starting with the introduction, and we go all the way to preparing an interview questionnaire, some key tips, and what we'll be asking, some examples of the questions. And here's the first. Extra Ed. It is a Toronto-based company which hires instructors to go to Toronto public schools to teach extracurricular activities to students of all age groups. These activities include, but are not limited to, martial arts, chess, art and craft, robotics, drama, and all sorts of stuff. So basically, they hold lunch and after school programs. The instructors go to the different school every day, every hour, and repeat the cycle for 7 to 8 weeks. The students can sign up for this company directly through the portal or the company website. The company does charge a bit to the students and also gives gratuities to the schools for lending their space to the company for holding these programs. We are going to dig deeper into the company. So I'm going to ask my friend Jay to provide some insight on the structure and the human resource frame.
Hi, everyone. This section outlines the organizational framework guiding our operation, which is the structural framework. The importance of aligning roles and processes with structure to ensure clarity and accountability. So, first, we have the Director of Programs, which focuses on the breakdown of responsibilities across teams and stakeholders. So, mainly the director oversees strategic planning while the other roles handle execution. And next one, we have the portal increase. So this handles incoming questions, feedback, and concerns through our portal, and it ensures efficient communication between students, staff, and external stakeholders. The third one is the registered or unregistered students. It manages student data, ensuring accurate records of registration status. It guides unregistered students through the process of enrollment. And the fourth one, scheduling. Scheduling coordinates timetables for classes, events, and meetings. It balances staff and resource availability to optimize efficiency. And it also minimizes conflicts and overlaps in programming. Lastly, reporting. It gathers and analyzes data on program performance and outcomes. It tracks progress against objectives, identifying areas for improvement. And it also maintains transparency and accountability by sharing findings with stakeholders. So the conclusion for this framework, it clarifies how each role and process fits into the bigger picture. And by defining these responsibilities, we create a collaborative environment where everyone knows their part and we can deliver high quality programs effectively. Next slide, please. So we have human resource frame. So this one, it focuses on the people within the organization and how their needs, relationships, and value shapes workplace success. So we have first one, shared love for kids. So this one highlights the emotional connection and passion that employees bring to their work, especially in fields like childcare, education, or youth services. And a strong shared purpose creates a more engaged and motivated workforce. Second one is workplace dynamics. The way employees interact, communicate, and collaborate is essential for a healthy work environment. So, effective leadership under the human resource frame ensures that employees feel heard, valued, and supported. So, the last one is making difference. Making a difference, employees are often driven by a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and recognizing their impact can boost morale, productivity, and overall job satisfaction. So overall, this frame which is the human resource, emphasizes the human aspect of organization, understanding, supporting, and valuing people to create a thriving workplace. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, Professor. I'll be discussing X-Theory through the political frame and symbolic frame, which helps us understand how power, communication, and culture shape the organization. First one is political frame. The political frame focuses on power structures and interactions within an organization. X-Theory is unique in that it has little room for competition internally. Each instructor has a specialized role, teaching different subjects in different schools. Within the same school, no two instructor overlaps in teaching the same subject. For example, if one instructor teaches chess, another might be teaching martial arts. These structures ensures clarity and responsibilities, but also limit collaboration. Another key aspect is that there is less room for collision among employees. Since instructors work in different schools, teach different subjects, they don't often get the chance to interact with each other. Most of their communication is directly with the management, usually when they face an issue. As a result, there are few opportunities to form friendship or professional relationship with the colleagues. This lead to less communication among employees. Overall, unlike traditional workplace where colleagues interact daily, exterior instructor mostly work independently. However, when conflicts or issues arise, the company has a clear structure in place. Employees report problems to management, and the in company take care of the rest. This ensures smooth operations, but also reinforces the limited interaction between employees. Let's move on to the symbolic frame. Uh, within the focus on meaning, culture, and values, X-Study has built a strong identity around education, community, and giving back. One of their most powerful symbol is their tree planting initiative. For every student that sign up for a program, the company plant 10 trees. Over time, it has resulted in thousands and thousands of trees being planted. This initiative reflects the company's commitment to sustainability and making a lasting impact beyond education. Since employees do not get to interact much during the year, Xterry hosts an annual get-together. This event allows instructors to come together, share their experiences, build connection with colleagues they wouldn't otherwise meet. This strengthens the company culture and creates a sense of community despite the isolated nature of their work. The other important symbol of the Xterity mission is its charity work. The company believes education should be accessible to all, so they offer free enrollment to students who cannot afford their programs. This reinforces their commitment to inclusion and ensures the financial barriers don't prevent students from gaining valuable skills. So now I'm passing on to the Benjamin for the next part.
Hi, Professor, and hello, colleagues. I'll be speaking on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Okay, so for extra ed actually for the issue of diversity, extra ed actually recruits its staff without bias. The staff are actually recruited mainly on merit, and they are recruited from different walks of life, different identities. We have staff who come from India, staff from China, Nigeria, you name it, from different, you know, backgrounds, different religions, and the like. And that's one major advantage that they have in the marketplace. Okay, so for inclusion, the company actually gives each member of staff a sense of belonging. Okay, whatever they do with the kids when they are, with them, when they are passing on the different knowledge on the different subject areas, they usually, they are usually valued, and their inputs are usually valued by the organization. Okay, so for equity, the company is also good at this because they give opportunities to those members of staff who come from areas where maybe historically they've been marginalized, and they do not have access to certain types of resources. So extra ed actually,
gives them that leverage, gives them that help in regards to those resources which some members of staff may have and which they may not have. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so this is just for this slide, it's just for, just to set the record straight on these two entities because they are usually misplaced. Okay, so equality is actually, the purpose of this slide is just to set the record straight on the differences between these two definitions. Okay, so the next slide. So for the DEI programs, which Extra Ed embarks on, first, the first one says the organization should set goals that are related to diversity. So Extra Ed actually is also good at this because they set these goals. The goals are usually mainly to help educate these kids, okay? And do this thing because even in the schools themselves, the kids are made up of kids from different nationalities, different regions and religions and all that. And so even the staff themselves are equally put into this framework. Okay, so for mentorship programs, we also have staff who serve as mentors to other staff, who guide them in certain gray areas where they may not really, that may form as gray areas to them, to them and guide them through things, the do's and don'ts of what to do while you are in the workplace. Okay. So they also address workplace biases that may arise. Once in a while, workplace biases may come up, but in this case, there is usually for the issue of Extra Ed, I think there's little or none of that here. So for flexible workplace arrangements, the staff of the company can actually reach out to the company on, for example, their available hours. And most of the time, the company actually obliges them. And this gives them a sense of motivation to, do more and, do more and put in more effort for the betterment of the company. Thank you. I'll now move to my colleague, Sahaj. Thank you.
Hello, Professor. Today I'm going to talk about two crucial aspects of preparing a strong interview questionnaire. Firstly, secondary research. Before conducting interviews, it's essential to have a well-structured questionnaire that's asked the right question. Secondary research plays a crucial role in making that happen. So what is a secondary research? It's the process of gathering existing information from sources like industry reports, academic papers, previous surveys, and online database. Instead of starting from scratch, we use this information to build a strong foundation for our interview. But how does the secondary research helps in designing a questionnaire? Firstly, it helps me understand company better. By studying existing data, I can identify key trends, challenges, and gaps in knowledge. This ensures that I ask relevant and insightful questions during interview. Second, ensures my questionnaire is focused and efficient. Without prior research, I might ask broad and vague question that does not provide real insight. Instead, secondary research allow me to focus on the most important areas and leading to a meaningful discussion. Third, it helps me structure my questions logically. By organizing questions in a logical flow from generic to specific, I can guide the conversation smoothly while ensuring I cover the key points. Lastly, the secondary research enhances the credibility of my questions. When I refer industry trends, companies, specific insights, it shows that I have done my homework, making the discussion more productive. Next aspect is the key five areas to guide my questions. Once I gather background information, I structure my questionnaire around the five key areas to get a deeper understanding of the company. Firstly, the organizational structures. This refers to how a company is structured, how decisions are made, how teams collaborate, and a well-organized structure ensure clear communication and effective workforce. And the questions which I should ask the companies about organization structures are: how does the company makes the key decisions, and how are employees involved in this process? Secondly, the human resource practice. These areas focus on how employees are supported, trained, and motivated. A company's HR practice determine how well employees grows and develop and stay engaged. And the question to be asked are: how does this company support employees' motivation and career growth, or what leadership styles are common here? Third, the political frame. Every workplace has internal power dynamics. These area examine how authority is distributed, how workplace conflicts are handled, and how companies' policies affect employees. And the question I will ask them are: how does the company address workplace conflict and disagreement? What steps are taken to ensure fair, transparent, and decision making? And fourth, symbolic frame. A company's value and tradition define its identity. Symbolic frame helps understand how a company reinforce its mission and engage employees. And the question asked are: what are the core values that define the company's culture? How does company reinforce its tradition and identity? Lastly, the DEI and workplace tone. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are essential in today's workplace. This area assesses how a company foster an inclusive and respectful work environment. And the questions are: what initiatives are in place to support diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace? How does the company ensure equal opportunity for all employees? Or can you share example of how the company has addressed unconscious bias or improved DEI policies? That's all. Now to my colleague Gurtej.
Thank you, everyone. That was great insight. Just to sum it up a bit, the tone of extra ed is actually defined by all of these structures combined together and everything that the company consists of. So the company actually offers lesser possibilities of um, conflict. That is, then when we researched the human resource frame, we knew that everyone is empowered to do their own thing. The company doesn't interfere between you and the students. They help you, but don't interfere. So we have lots of empowerment to ourselves. The company also offers great communication. The management is always there, one text, one call away. And this is actually a very great thing because you're never left to feel alone. You're never stuck. You're never alone. In any situation, the company is always there. Opportunities for growth. Of course, if I join this company to teach chess, this company is also going to give me opportunities to learn how to teach martial arts. And I'm going to learn that skill to pass it on to others. So there's definitely opportunities for growth. And there are good wages. Um, Thanks to my friend who actually works for this company, it helped me find out, it really helped our group find out that this company actually gives really good incentives to all its employees, even the ones who go to the school and the ones who give training to the others, and even to the ones who receive that training, receive wages to learn. And that is one of the best things an employee could ever get. They're spending time to learn and they're getting paid for it. And then there's healthy work relationships. You meet assistants, you meet your, maybe you're the assistant, you meet your instructor, and usually it's a very collaborative environment. Two people doing the same thing, the purpose is same, and that leads to a very good relationship among all the employees. And next, so all it comes down to is whether or not our all of us would ever like to work for this company. And I am pretty sure that all of my teammates actually agree that working for a company like this is one of the best things that could ever happen to a person. If you have a skill and if you have a passion for kids, this is one of the best workplaces to ever join for. Our team came to a conclusion that we really, really like the empowerment that this company provides to its employees. And that is one of the most attractive things as a staff member for any company. And of course, there's no hierarchy. You learn, you grow. You don't have to report it to your boss, and the boss goes to their boss, and the boss goes to their boss. It's no hierarchy. You have one issue, there's a person you need to reach for that issue. You have another issue, there's another person to reach for that issue. So it's a very big family. Just like my friend Jay said, it's all part of the big picture. And just like the main focus of the company, it is the enrichment of its students. So yeah, our team agreed that if we ever get the chance to work for this company, we definitely would say yes. And it may be one of the part of our questionnaire later, but that is for the later only. So that's about it for our presentation on the secondary research for extra ed. Thank you for the references, and thank you to our friend who actually helped us dig deeper into the company. And there we go. And we were ready for our questionnaire in the upcoming weeks. Thank you so much, Professor, for giving us this opportunity again. And thank you so much to my group for putting in all the efforts. Thank you very much.